Yes, I did say I would use that song for an intro, but I was just kidding. I can't play that song on YouTube. Why? First of all, copyright infringement, and the lyrics of that song will probably get me kicked off YouTube. Sorry. Sorry, folks. Production team. Okay, let's work on another song. Until then, let's let it rip. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's episode of Wrestling Gold Friday Night. I am Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. It is Friday night. Hopefully, everybody had a good week this week. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. If you got to work tomorrow, I'm sorry. I don't. Thank goodness. Got to run some personal errands in the morning, but other than that, I'm good to go. Probably just going to do a lot of relaxing this weekend. Anyway, again, welcome to Wrestling Gold Friday night, where we talk about the classic stuff, the classic products of the good old times of pro wrestling. This week we'll take a look at what happened today in wrestling history, June 7th. Uh, what else? We also got some Memphis wrestling for our watch along. I think I'm gonna wind up screwing that up, but we'll figure. Hold on a second. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out because that's what we do. Uh oh, what's up, Joe? How's it going? Uh, you were on last night. You told us bad news. You gotta work tomorrow. Feel bad for you. Anyway, like I said, we got a nice little show kicked up for you today. Sorry, I'm kind of doing some last minute plan B. uh, what do you want to call it? Production stuff here. Because I'm going to try something, but if it doesn't work, I do have the link. Never mind. That ain't going to work. Anyway, like I said, hopefully everybody had a good week this week. Hopefully everybody got their paycheck this week. Uh, Brenda will be here in a few. All right, cool. We'll say hey to her when she gets in. Like I said, if you're watching live, hey, say join us in the chat. Say hello. I'll say hello back. Hey, the whole chat might say hello back to you. Depends on how friendly they are. I don't know. But if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you thoughts, and any kind of memories you have of Memphis in 1987, and any of the other topics we discussed, as far as the today and pro wrestling. Also, if you're a first time watcher, be a champ. Click on that subscribe button. Sorry, I'm feeling kind of out of it. Just had a little bombshell hit me today. But my poor car. It's that's cool. Yeah. Found out my poor car is getting totaled. So two things I hate in the world: shopping and spending money. Not in that order. Spending money first, shopping second. Not much, as you can tell by my, attire here. Not much of a, not much of a shopper at all. Let's see. We'll just put that in there. Yeah. Yeah. They did. Basically, a branch fell down and I guess hit the hood, hit the window, and rolled over. I didn't even know it had happened. I always put a cover over my car. I don't have a garage, unfortunately. Um, yeah, unfortunately now. Uh, and it rolled over, so didn't know it happened at all. Was about to take it for a ride, pull the cover back. I seen a glass all over my seats. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Um, so I pulled the because I started from the back, going up, and looked in the front windshield. It was like busted, and I was like, how did that happen? Who did I piss off? Uh, because it happens sometimes. Not really. I don't think I piss people off, but not to that. Yeah, I mean that's basically that's how it happened. I'm pretty sure as high as it fell down, uh, that's what caused it. Kind of just, I'm thinking just hit something, hit the glass, or hit the uh, middle of the hood good enough to where it busted the glass, hit the hood again, and fell over. Because I seen it like a branch sitting next to my car. Uh, but good thing about it, uh, my procrastinating kind of paid off. I never canceled that uh, full coverage insurance. So, like I said, my procrastination paid off dividends. Uh, but I mean, for the car, I mean, it was a 2015 Dodge Charger, bought brand new. It was paid off. Uh, had less than 50,000 miles on it, and uh, now I mean, I got the payoff number, and I mean, I do got some emergency money, tucked away, just in case. But that's the whole point of having that money tucked away is just in case something happens. This ain't it. So I'm probably gonna be looking at a car payment, but not a big one. Um, and I fussed with the insurance company today. That were like, I'm like, dude, you do know this. Car prices is not cheap these days. Not for this number. Um, and he gave me this bill. It's like, oh, it's not as bad as you know, after the pandemic. It's like it's still the same freaking price, dude. Um, well, this is the price of your make and model. It's like, okay. Uh, and I looked on autotrader.com and it's like, no, it's not. The price they gave me is basically the same price of a uh, vehicle with 120, 130,000 miles. So, or at least 80 and above, 100 and above. So, um, but no big deal. I guess the good Lord above and Mother Nature decided that I need another vehicle. Huh? Kind of get an amen from the chat. Anyway, okay. There's my there's my river. Now let's talk about some happy stuff. That's what we're here for. Amen. Can I get some more amens in here? Yes, I went to church as a kid in the South, and can I get two more amens? Amen, amen. Anyway, uh, and it didn't matter. It could have been a white pasture, black pasture. It was all the same. So if you think I'm if you think about dropping the R word on me, because the way I'm saying it, it was white pastures and black pastures. Same thing. Uh, let's see. Hey, if you want me to, during the bullshit time, I tell you that time I had a Jewish girlfriend. We went to a church, uh, for a wedding, a good old Southern Baptist church, you know, for a wedding. Not okay. It was more funny if you was there. Anyway, like I said, let's talk about some wrestling. Let's talk about some good old history of wrestling here. Um, let's see. On this day in wrestling history, let's go. Where's my notes? Thank you, thank you, Mister. Thank you, helper. All right, let's go into history here. On this day in 1971, the first ever pro wrestling show takes place at the Mid South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. This they drew 9,253 people. Let's see what we got here. We had Tinker Todd beat Marlo Galetto by DQ. Darling Dagmar and Cora Combs beat Diamond Lil and Ann Casey. The the Alaskans Mike York and Frank Monty beat Bearcat Brown and Frank Hester. NWA Women's World Champion Fabulous Moolah defeated Vicky Williams. The Southern Junior Heavyweight Champion, there he is right there, Len Rossi, the legendary Len Rossi, defeated another legendary guy, Spudnik Moreau. Uh, if you want to learn about us, he's the wrestler who beat the Jim Crow laws. Uh, that's there's an article titled about that. So uh, if you want to read some the good side of wrestling, you know, especially people who try to do good at that time, read about Spudnik Monroe. Let's see. Then we had the NWA World Tag Team Champions, Kurt and Carl Von Bronner beat Jackie and Roughhouse Fargo. Let's just say you probably recognize Roughhouse Fargo more if you watched the Crockett's like in the 80s. Like I did. He probably refereed for a while. His real name is Sonny Fargo. So of course, this is how the legend I heard at that time. What they would do, he would get a break during Christmas to come down and see his brothers, and and the story they would tell in Memphis was because this is before way before internet and cable TV. Uh, Basically, Sonny work as a ref up there. Then during the holidays, he'd come down, and the story they would say is that, hey, this is Rough House Fargo. They live in a nut house. He lives in a nut house, but they always let him out for Christmas. Uh, so when he comes in and tags up with uh, Jackie or Don Fargo, he would do some crazy little antics and stuff like that. So a lot of ha ha spots, tiptoe spots, and all that good stuff from Rough House Fargo. Anyway, the main event of that show was Al and Don Green, the Fabulous Ones, managed by the Sir Clemente or Clements, excuse me. Uh, they defeated the Southern Tag Team Champions Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett by DQ in a hair versus title match. Steve Clement's hair was on the line in case the Greens lost. So that was basically your first show at the legendary Mid South Coliseum. Uh, Monday Night Wrestling forever. Well, not no more. Shoot, I need it. I should have put that in the notes. I didn't. Uh, Sorry about that, folks. Uh, the last show at the Mid South Coliseum. Let's see. Corner. This was October of Oh, the last event at the Coliseum was held March or uh, on June 17th, 1996. So, uh, unfortunately, only had the attendance of 1,000 people. So, I'm pretty sure we'll wind up talking about that later. Let's get back to it. Speaking of Memphis, Tennessee, on this date in 1976, the Mid-South Coliseum drawing 6,831 people. The main event was a blind battle royal. The winners of that battle royal was J.C. Dykes, the manager here, uh, Jimmy Kent, and Cowboy Frankie Lane. Uh, they won the blindfold battle royal. Other matches on that card was Charlie Cook and Don Carnolo beat the Bounty Hunters. Plowboy Frazier and Bill Dundee beat the Dominoes. Frankie Lane defeated Sam Bass. Southern Tag Team Champions Don Green and the Scorpion defeated Dan Miller and Tommy Rich in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Southern Champion Jerry Lawler defeated Don Anderson in a match with 3 referees. I don't see. I don't think I've ever seen that one at all. All right. On this date in 1979, Tony Inoki defeated Stan Hansen to win the second annual MSG League. On this date in 1981, Terry Taylor defeated Les Thornton for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Uh, this this show took place in Roanoke, Virginia. Other matches was Alan McCullough defeated Wahoo McDaniel to a double, or excuse me, Alan Koloff battled Wahoo McDaniel to a double DQ. Greg Valentine defeated Sweet Ebony Diamond, aka Rocky Johnson. The Mongolian Stomper defeated Blackjack Mulligan Jr., who was Barry Windham. Super Destroyer defeated Danny Brown. Tony Peters and Rick Connors defeated Tony Anthony and Keith Larson. Tim Horner defeated Tony Russo. Also on this date in 1981, Wrestling Star Wars was held by the NWA Big Time Wrestling at the Reunion Arena. Let's see, we had Kerry Von Erich defeat Ernie Ladd for the NWA American title. Bruiser Brody, oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I did right. Bruiser Brody defeated Greg Kabuki in a Texas Death Steel cage match. Fritz Von Erich defeated Gary Hart in a cage match. All right. On this date in 1982, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Wahoo McDaniel via forfeit to win the NWA United States Championship. McDaniel was injured and able to compete at the time. He was attacked by a couple of wrestlers, and that's how they told that story. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. On this date in 1987, this is when slowly the Jim Crockett Promotions was absorbing the UWF. They was doing a lot of combined shows and basically getting ready to buy them out if they didn't buy them out already. Match. They had a show at the Omni in Atlanta, attendance 7,000. The Dewberry Chris Champion Sean Roll defeated Jimmy Valiant and Lasertron, who was Hector Guerrero. UWF TV champion Eddie Gilbert pinned Kendall Windham. Rick Steiner and Steen defeated Todd Champion and Baron Von Raschke. Terry Taylor fought Chris Evans to a double countout. NWA World Tag Team Champions Rock and Roll Express. Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson defeated Ivan Koloff and Vladimir Pietrov. Excuse me. Barry Windham defeated UWF Heavyweight Champion Big Bubba Rogers via DQ. The Horsemen here, Ric Flair, Lex Luger, and Tully Blanchard defeated the Freebirds, man, in their own hometown. Of course, the Freebirds is Michael Hayes, Terry Gordy, and Buddy Roberts. Damn, would have loved to see that match. See, that would probably been a considered dream match at that time. You know, having, I'm pretty sure people would rather have either Flair, Arn, and Ole, or Flair, Arn, and Blanchard, but not sure why Arn didn't wrestle in that match. Anyway, the main event was NWA US Champion Nikita Koloff defeating Dick Murdoch in a steel cage match. All right. Sad news happened in 1993. Don Kent, who was famous to be a member of the Fabulous Kangaroos tag team, passes away at the age of 60. Fabulous Kangaroos were one of the top tag teams during their area, so that was a big loss. Had a pretty good singles career as well. Also in 1993, Bobby Blaze defeated Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony to win the vacant Smoky Mountain Wrestling, beat the Champ TV title. I can honestly say I hate that beat the Champ TV title concept. I just rather have just a TV champion and that champion just goes on TV. But they did differently. It was basically how was it? I think I get the number wrong. The I think it's whoever's the Smoky Mountain beat the champion. If they defeat the champion, uh, they get $1,000. They defend it two more times, they get $1,000 apiece. If they successfully defend it a fourth time, they get like 2,000, 25, 5, whatever. Uh, that was the base of the concept. Then after the fourth one, it's vacant. They throw, and every challenger was drawn out of a hat. Uh, like I said, I didn't really like that concept. Just really have just a champion and let them defend it, whatever. But that's my opinion. Let's see. And on this date in 1995, in Jellicoe, Tennessee, the Thugs, Tony Anthony and Tracy Smothers. Yes, Tony Anthony is a babyface here, teaming with longtime arch rival Tracy Smothers. You know what? That's two other guys that's so underrated. Um, I mean, I watched a little. What was it? I think it was like 88, or especially Old Continental. Every time I see him, it's like that dude was really pulled off the heel character. Him being Tony Anthony, Tracy Smothers. I mean, him and Steve Armstrong, the Southern Boys, great, pretty good tag team. Uh, some reason didn't quite get over well. In WCW, that whole from Cheyenne, Wyoming, the Pistol things didn't work. Didn't help matters either. Anyway, the Thugs, Tony Anthony and Tracy Smothers, defeated the Dynamic Duo, not Tully Blanchard and Gio Hernandez, not Gio Hernandez and Chris Adams, but Al Snow and Unabomb for the Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Championship. In case you can't tell there, uh, Unabomb grew up to become Isaac Yankem, DDS. Then while there, he cosplayed Diesel. Then they gave him something a little different. He played he come to find out he was a brother of the Undertaker. Yes, that is Kane. Now a mayor in some small town in Tennessee as well. Uh, and according to the article I pulled this from, another interesting thing about this was the only title change in the promotion's brief history that did not involve either the Rock and Roll Express or Heavenly Bodies. I think they had a tournament. I need to look into this a little bit. I knew they had a tournament. I think the Fantastics won. Or not Tommy Rogers, Bobby and Jackie Fulton. Then it must have been yes. Oh gosh, yes. The promo with where Al Snow and Unabomb was, I think Al Snow was Ricky Morton, Unabomb was Robert Gibson. This this before skits were skits. This before the DX skits. This when they made fun Nation of Domination. Before NWO did a skit making fun of the Four Horsemen. These two guys did a skit making fun of Rock and Roll Express. Pretty entertaining stuff. But like I said, I think Fantastic's when I'm losing to the Heavenly Bodies, which was Stan Lane and Tom Pritchard at the time. Then I know them and the Rock and Rolls, you know, switched it up countless times. Anyway, all right, one more here. On this date in 1999, let's pull that picture up a little bit. Sable, whose real name is Rena Miro, files a $110 million lawsuit against the WWF, citing negligent misrepresentation, breach of contract, affliction of emotional distress, unlawful discharge, and violation of the Connecticut Unfair Trade Practices Act. In the lawsuit, Rena also sought rights to the Sable name and trademark. Uh, yes, this happened. She was fired or let go. She was a little disgruntled. Um, she had claimed that uh, she had refused to go topless, uh, and you know, sexual harassment, all that good stuff. Uh, they countersued her control of the stage name Sable. Sable will wind up reducing the amount she was seeking in the damages. They eventually settled out of court in August of 1999. Sable used her real name for her appearance in the September 99 issue of Playboy. She was the first woman in history to be given 2 Playboy covers in the same year. After her WWF exit, she made a on-camera appearance in the audience as an audience member on World Championship Wrestling's Monday Night Nitro. Of course, she's made some appearance on the talk shows, you know, Howard Stern, Conan O'Brien, a couple television and movie appearances, Relic Hunter, First Wave, Corky Romano, that you know Romano, classic movie there. Uh, Ariana's Quest, that sounds schematic. She also did an autobiography entitled Undefeated. Comic book, The 10th Muse. She was starring as herself as a superhero. Of course, she appeared on November 13th and 14th, 2001. She appeared on camera as CEO of the newly formed Excitement Wrestling Federation, but these were her only appearances with the company. Of course, that company didn't last long. Uh, and of course, you know, she winds up coming back to the WWF in April of 2003. Uh, I vaguely remember any of this. Um, of course, she, you know, played Vince McMahon's mistress. And of course, this is where she dumped her husband and hooked up with Brock Lesnar. And I guess she's happy now. So uh, that's it for today's in pro wrestling history. All right. Um, Let me do a little test here. First, I'll go ahead on our, like I said, on our watch along. We got CWA Memphis Championship Wrestling full show from June 6th, 1987. Thank you to Trader Jack 641. Drop or subscribe there. Of course, this video was put up 10 years ago. Go ahead and like on it too. That way he says, hey, I got a new subscriber and a new like. He looks me up and said, oh, okay, cool. And he said, oh, there's a video here. Let me play it. Crap, he's using my video. That mother. Uh, anyway, thank you in advance. So, um, I think before I tried contacting him before once, but could never, could never get an answer back. So, anyway, here's a link to it if you don't want to hear me ramble on about it. Uh, there you go. And like I said, let me do something. Let me try something here. Uh, let me know in the chat if you. What the heck? There we go. Uh, let me know in the chat if you can hear this.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown. We're right along ringside, ready to go with another big day of championship wrestling. I love it, Dave.
Oh, I tell you, opening match today. We really get going with a good one. Shima and Hilo. And Mark Starr.
Boy, have they not looked good together in a very short time? Really
have. Looking forward to that. That's just the opening match today. A little bit later on, Jeff Jarrett will be here in a single match. We'll have Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka a bit later on, too. John Paul will be here. And we will have a match, looking forward to this one, Stretcher Jack Hart and Chick Donovan will be going against the team, are you ready for this, of superstar Bill Dundee and the King, Jerry Lawler.
Whoa, boy. We are really looking forward to that match, to see Lawler and Dundee back together again right here on Championship Wrestling. They'll be going against the rugged team, as Dave said, of the Stretcher and the Golden Boy. We got time. By golly, we better get on it. Take time out right now. We'll be back with that opening match for you in just a moment.
I think not like that part.
Today is going to be Billy Travis, Mark Starr going against the team of Mr. Shima and Mr. Hilo. That's a dandy, and we're looking forward to that. And we've also got some other great action. By the way, as we had indicated earlier in the week, we will be later on having some information about the wrestling school. I've had so many guys who are interested in finding out about the wrestling school. We will have that a little bit later on. We're ready to go, so if we can get somebody out here, we wanted to see, come on, Tony, we wanted to get this underway and get going here, partner, because we got a big show. Tony Burton coming out here, and I wanted to get Tony because he had that little ruckus going with Tojo Yamamoto, and I want to know how it feels to have that first one with Yamamoto, who had trained you and all of that. How's it feel to have it behind you, Tony?
Well, Lance, I tell you, it's like anything else. The first one, that's the big hard one, and I was just a little bit nervous, but I got that under my belt. All the butterflies are gone, and for 3 years, that bald-headed little man has beat on me with that stick. But I get a lot more satisfaction now that I can beat with that stick, and I want to beat on this bald head, and I just can't wait to get him again.
All right, partner, we'll wish you a lot of good luck. Big Tony Burton, who finally had it right up to his neck with Tojo Yamamoto and ended up in a match with him. Got a little bit of a revenge out of that particular one, and he's not through. It made him feel pretty good, too. Okay, let's see if we can get him out here. Travis Starr, Shima, and Hilo. Here comes referee Jerry Calhoun. That's a start, at least. Good crowd on hand today for our
last time I did wrestling, I didn't know for a long time that
the Japanese team, and I think you can tell from the crowd reaction, Billy Travis and Mark Starr have just hit the ring. Tojo Yamamoto with a comment.
Hey, Billy Martin, you know the good Lord down power dog. You want to come out fighting now? You come outside here now, you know good coward stinking dog.
Get over the ring, Tojo, please, and let's get on with this match here. You come out here hollering and screaming and talking about Burton. Okay, bell time. Here we go, David.
It's Shima starting against Billy Travis. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. The Japanese team out of Tokyo. Billy Travis out of Lexington, Kentucky. His partner, Mark Starr of Floridian from Tampa. Billy and Mark with a total weight of 455. The Japanese team total is 469. That does not include Tojo or the kendo stick that he carries over in the corner. Look at Billy. Oh,
hey,
look at Shima.
That cues in. Nice move by Travis, and he really tagged him. Cues in, though, a trivia question, Dave. And the answer is just pretty obvious right then and there. Who is the more... wait a minute.
Tony Burton, you come outside here, Tony Burton. You know good coward stinking dog.
Tojo.
You want to fight me now? Come outside here, fight me now, you coward stinking dog.
We got a match up here, and we don't need you over here screaming and holler about Tony. Pay attention here, guys. We got enough problem in there. Who is the former Kentucky State High School high jump champ? Get this, at 6 feet 10 and a half inches.
Wow. Well, it's got to be the man who was just high jumping in the ring right there, Billy Travis.
Billy Travis, can you believe 6'10"?
No, I didn't know
It was
that
kind
about
of
Billy.
double J
when he
before
was
double J.
when he was a high jumping champ, weighed about 165,
I think it's hard
167
sometimes
pounds.
where
But
like the Elvis
6'10",
jump
boy,
shoots,
that's
stuff
a
like
long way up in the air to
And of
be
course,
high
hit
jumping.
people over the head with
Used
the
the
car.
Fosbury flop, and he was a winner.
Chris Adams.
Mark Starr, Billy Travis in now with Mr. Hilo. They're going to double whip him. Look at those big upper arms pounding on Hilo. Down he goes.
Probably more famous being an enhancement guy for WCW. He did have a, I guess his best first thing, they put him with his, legit brother Chris Champion as boss on.
Jojo, get out.
You look like a retarded. You understand?
Please just get back.
She look like a Burma. You know that Burma bull that big
Unfortunately, they
bull?
had a short run as a tag team, but
Back over, you boys are in some trouble as Mark Starr comes down off the ropes. That Yamamoto.
Oh, something else, isn't he? Mark Starr battling Shima. Shima puts him into the ropes. Oh, he got him with a knee in the midsection as Mark Starr was bouncing off the ropes there. Over in the corner, bad place to be. Hilo grabbed him from outside. Shima pounds Mark Starr's head into the turnbuckle. Shima with the body slam. Just walked across his stomach. Over to the corner in the tag on Mr. Hilo. Hilo, vicious chop. Wonder where he learned that. Kick two.
Another thing, Lance, I want to tell you. You know, Tony Burton, his wife, he brings his small little baby to me. He said, look, I got a very, very nice baby. You know, that baby look like he's a big waterhead. Retarded waterhead.
Told you
that baby look like Tony Burton and ugly.
Get out of here.
No, I tell you
He
that
thought
you
Chris
saw
Cage
it.
was
I'm not saying
pretty
that
bad
putting
about
people
the
down.
whole
I tell
father
you, the
gimmick.
baby, he's a big head retarded.
I don't blame him one bit. If anybody ever deserved it,
I'm more like the JoJo's probably telling him, hey, they got stuff in. And of course,
He-Man Hilo from behind. Here comes Billy Travis, Mark Starr.
man, see, this first match. First match. And we got a brawl on the outside.
Well, you're just getting what you deserve, Tojo.
This is the first match. I really brawl in the set.
Deserves every bit of it. Come out here talking about people
He
like
can talk
that.
about me. He can talk about my wife. But he ain't gonna talk about my pretty little girl that way.
I don't blame you, Tony. What happened in the ring, Dave?
When Tony was pounding on Tojo over here, Shima Hilo left the ring. Billy Travis and Mark Starr came over to keep them out of this action, so the referee stopped the match. Match stopped at 3 minutes, 36 seconds.
It just makes me so hot, that Yamamoto. All he does is spend his time right now putting people down. We're going to take time out. We still got, believe me, a bunch of it to go, and we'll be back. Back in the action ring, by golly, right here on Championship Wrestling. We got plenty of it. Wednesday night, I think you are going to like the card. One of the matches we're going to be taking a look at is going to be an International Heavyweight Championship match. Stretcher Jack Hart has been hollering for title action. He got it now, didn't he? Bill Dundee.
That's right. You stole the international title from the Dangerous Alliance when you ripped off Chick Donovan, didn't you,
Because they were
Superstar?
really never
Well, you got the Stretcher himself, Jack Hart. Well, you see, Stretcher was the one that helped me with the plan that put out your partner, Rocky Johnson. And don't forget the mastermind himself, who had us tonight on time. Take your other partner, Jerry Lawler's hair.
Well, this week, we're going to take the international belt from you. And if the Stretcher doesn't do it, I'll find somebody who can. But I won't need to, because the Stretcher will do it. Dundee, as for the international belt, kiss it, shine it, and say goodbye to it, because it's mine now.
Well, that is so much easier said than done. I want to see it Wednesday night. Well, here he is. Take a good look at him, because Downtown Bruno is going to be on one side of the ring in a six-man tag. Big Bubba is going to be on the other.
Big
Bubba. You're big and you're strong and you're tough, but you're slow. You're slow upstairs and you're slow in your body. So you can't catch me. I don't care how fast you run. You're not as fast as me and you can't catch me. You're too stupid to come up with a plan to get me. So there ain't no way you're going to touch me, Big Bub. And then what we got? The Moondog against that bleach-blonde little punk, Jeff Jarrett.
Title against Jeff Jarrett's hair.
Jeff Jarrett's going to look funny bald-headed. See, mine's growing back. So by the time mine goes back, as long as Jeff's is now, then Jeff's going to be bald like this. Then you're going to be the fool walking around looking like a bald-headed geek. What do you think of that, Jeff Jarrett? And you know what's real funny, Lance Russell? There ain't nobody can save him, see? Ain't nobody can save him no matter what. Am I right or wrong? You got no Eddie Mullen. You got no Jerry Jarrett. You got no Jerry Lawler. Can save him.
Jeff Jarrett can save himself.
No, he can't. Jeff Jarrett's a skinny little punk, see? It's like Mama says, it be that way
sometimes.
Wednesday night, Evansville will be.
Actually, me and Keem Parsons should have copyrighted that phrase.
I tell you, we didn't really have time to list
But
all
yeah,
many.
that was-
There's so many. What a
The ones I would see as a
What a
kid
thing
that
it's
was
gonna be.
advertised the Monday Mid-South Coliseum show.
Okay, let us take a look at something that we mentioned a little bit
Yeah, a lot of
earlier, and
stuff
that
I
is
see
to
on
say
YouTube
that
on Memphis,
I know that I
They
have, and
must
I
have always
assume
got
that
the
everybody who's
Evansville
connected with
for-
Championship Wrestling has heard from people saying, hey, you're talking about that
Yeah,
wrestling school, wrestling school. I want to find
Indiana-
out more
Indiana,
about the
that's right.
wrestling school, and for
Brenda
genuine
Watson.
interest, we're going to try to take care of the information on it, and be sure to have a pencil and paper ready right now so that you can take down the address on it, because this will be your opportunity. And please, we don't mind Jay asking, but let's not keep asking us. Take the address down, please, and it will give you an opportunity to get all the information you need about the wrestling school. So if we're ready with that, let's take a look at it right now.
Hello, I'm Michael St. John, and if you would like to be trained to become a professional wrestler and are 18 years or older, then send your name, address, and phone number, along with your height and weight, to Wrestling School, 126 Waltons Ferry Road, Suite F1, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075. That's Wrestling School, 126 Waltons Ferry Road, Suite F1, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075. All applications will be sent by return mail.
Quite an interesting match. It was a single bout. It had to do with the Mid-America title. It was the return of Jeff Jarrett meeting the Moondog Spot. Boy, I'm going to tell you what, that doggone match was absolutely one of the wildest, most unpredictable son of a guns that I believe I have ever seen. It absolutely was all over the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. You take a look now at some of the highlights of that match with Jeff and the Moondog Spot for the Mid-America title. Here it goes.
Jeff Jarrett, he's probably solid year, I think, coming in the business, or being a full-time wrestler.
Well, it got started in a flurry. Big backdrop from Jeff Jarrett. Mid-America title match with Moondog Spot challenging Jeff Jarrett for the title, and boy, they have disappeared from the ring action.
This must be the Ingrid House. CWA Ingrid House.
All the way in the back.
See the white
Jeff
picket fence? The back deck.
going after Spot. It was Spot who nailed Jeff's dad, Jerry, on television, beat him with that bone. And
I believe
Jarrett
around this time, and I was going to say, get this bill where that's like,
had not the defense of the Mid-America title in mind.
that being Jeff Jarrett.
He had getting some revenge on his mind as he is going after Spot back on a stage behind all of the stands. The seats, rather.
difference at 10.3.
And on the ropes. Look out. Oh, boy. Boy, let me tell you, this is one big rough son of a gun. Spot is.
And this is very much highlighting what they used to do back in the day. They would have a studio wrestling, stars against the guys. Or stars versus stars. Then they, cut a promo or something like that and say, hey, this is what happened to real life.
On the table. Grabs a chair. Throws it into the ring. Number 2.
This week at the arena, at the big arena,
with the Mid-America belt. He beats on Jarrett. Moondog continues to rip him with a right every time Jeff gets up. And Jarrett fighting his way back into this match. Puts the Moondog down.
The Memphis wrestlers have that same Lawler punch.
With a clothesline.
I say
now he covers one. Got a 2 count and now Jarrett grabs.
Just call it the Memphis punch.
The Moondog goes after the bone. Jarrett rips downtown Bruno. Back drops the Moondog. And with a bone. He's wrestling with a referee, and out of the ring goes referee Jerry Calhoun. Spot takes that bone, slams it upside the head of Jeff Jarrett. Referee still down on the floor. Jerry Calhoun being picked up by Moondog. Pushed back in the ring. 1, 2. Foot on the rope. Saves the count of 3. Misses Jarrett in the corner.
Okay, now he calls for
gets the win by disqualification as downtown Bruno was in the ring at 7-11. The winner, Jeff Jarrett. Or the microphone, rather. And you don't argue with that. Friends around Owensboro, Kentucky on Thursday, June the 18th at Owensboro Civic Center. Championship Wrestling will be in there. We'll have details on a complete card coming up along about next week. All right, let me take this moment right here to tell you about Wednesday night. Told you it was a good card. I think you're going to like it all. Bucky Siegler opens up against Mr. Shima. Rocky Soulman Johnson going against Mr. Hilo. He'll be back in action in a big way. International Heavyweight Championship match, the Superstar Bill Dundee going against Stretcher Jack Hart.
And then how about this one? Kendo stick on a ladder. Tojo Yamamoto, Tony Burton. It'll be a thrill to see Burton going after Yamamoto. Six-man tag match. Billy Travis, Mark Starr are going to be joined by Big Bubba. And on the other side of the ring, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka with Downtown Bruno in the ring. In the final bout, Mid-America title against Jeff Jarrett's Hair, when Jeff will be meeting Moondog Spot for that title. Boy, that's Wednesday night.
Okay, we got the Mid-America heavyweight champion, Jeff Jarrett, who's going to be in our very next bout.
I got this little base. He's going to there's no easy way out by
We're delighted to see you because
this is before
you
the
got
Simply
behind you one of the milestones that you had to take care of, and that was Moondog Spot.
That's right, Lance. I'm happy for two reasons today. As you said, I believe I got the Moondog behind me, and that's the past. But now, finally, Lance, I get a match with Jack Hart. I've been waiting, and I know you've been waiting, Jack Hart. Brother, as I said before, you come out here and you beat up my friend Randy Hales. You beat up Eddie Martin. Those guys, they don't claim to be wrestlers, but I do. Now, I got a match with you, and if you want to wrestle, I'll wrestle you. If you want to fight, I'll fight you. If you want to tear that building down, Jack Hart, I'll tear it down right down with you, but it's going to be on your head, brother. So, Lance, I've been waiting for that match with Jack Hart, and I got it.
I tell you, one of the things in your match with Moondog Spot, and this will be the last reference to him, that really thrilled me, Jeff, was you proved you weren't going to back up. When it got down to the fighting outside the ring, brother, you were right in there giving better than you could.
Giving anything, I gave it everything I had.
Bruno, now look, we've put up with a lot. We don't want any trouble out here.
Wait a minute, Lance.
Just leave,
Wait a minute, Lance. There's not going to be no trouble. We're not out here to cause trouble, are we? No, we're not out here to cause trouble. Do we ever cause? I don't cause trouble. You know what? I come out here, I see Jeff Jarrett stay here with this shiny silver belt and the gold hair and the black jacket and the yellow boots and the black pants and wait, I didn't say you asked me. I didn't come out here to start no trouble, but you come out here and hey, hold on, calm down. You come out here and you say about you're a wrestling champion. You're a fighting champion, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Do you say that you're a wrestling champion?
Certainly he's a wrestler.
Okay, I thought maybe Fred had to talk or something there. All right, you're a wrestling champion. Now today, I've looked at the schedule. You got a match with some goof, some guy named the Thunderbird. Some guy that anybody, we don't even know who this guy is because he's embarrassed to show his face because he couldn't win a match to save his life. He couldn't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag. And you're coming out here on TV and you're going to wrestle. Settle down, hold on. Now, I'll come, wait. Oh, wait a minute. I don't care what schedule see. You come out here and you show everybody this belt here, and you want to say, oh, I'm the champion.
Bruno, will you...
Wait, will you shut up? You told me, oh, I'm the champion. I'm the man around here. Well, sure, you get in the ring with jabronis, you'll have that belt forever. Now, I'm out here to say this. I would like to challenge you to get in a ring with my man, the former and future Mid-America Heavyweight Champion, Moondog Spot. And let me tell you something, Jeff Jarrett, just to show you what kind of guts we have, what kind of faith in ourselves we have, what kind of confidence we have, I want to say this to you. You can make this match any kind of match you want. You can make up your own set of rules. Wait a minute, wait. We're talking about you can make this a loser leave time match. You can make this a haircut match. You can make this a Texas death match. You can have them bring out the steel cage. We don't care. It's up to you. And the reason I can stand here with all this confidence and say anything I want to about myself and about you, wait a minute, and about the Moondog is because I know what kind of man you are. No, I take that back. I know what kind of man you ain't. And you'll never stand for a match because you got no guts. What? Yeah, everybody knows you got no... Hey.
Boy, you can just leave. You don't have to, Jeff. Ignore that kind of conversation.
Bruno, did you say I can make it any kind of match I want? Anything.
Don't go for any of the stuff here.
Hey, Bruno, you just be quiet. You're out here running your mouth, flapping your jaws. You said any kind of match. All right. If you want that title match so bad, Bruno, I got a little stipulation I'm going to put on it. You said any stipulation. I'm sick and tired of looking at his ugly face, and I'm sick and tired of looking at you, you little weasel. So, if I beat your man in that ring, you're going to leave town for 1 year. If I beat your guy, you and especially you leave town for 1 year.
You got nothing to prove with this guy. You don't have to come up with a match like that.
What you're saying is, the match is that title against us leaving town for 1 year.
1 year, that's right.
Jeff, it don't make any sense now. You don't have to do it. You got another match scheduled in here. These guys you got behind you, or at least we thought you had them behind you. And
if you want the match so bad, Bruno, let's go.
You're going to put the title up right now?
If I beat them guys, Lance, Bruno, and the Moondog leave town for 1 year.
Wait a minute. Okay. This is crazy.
Oh, here comes Rain Hill.
Don't forget about that ESPN deal.
I ain't forgot about it. But if I got the opportunity to run these two jerks out of town for a year, I'm going to take it.
Okay, before you decide to do that, let's go back in the back and sign a contract.
No. If you agree on it, you're authorized to agree on
I'm
that.
I can sign the match.
Well, let's go, guys. Let's go.
Jeff.
I hate it,
One of the problems with youth is that sometimes you don't think things through.
We'll go ahead and sign the match right now, okay?
Okay, Mid-America title match, Dave.
Here we go. The match is made. We got a loser.
Mid-America title at stake. Jeff Jarrett has it on the line. If he wins, Moondog, Spot, and Bruno are gone for a year.
Oh, he didn't say it beats that racing. Mama said it beats
beating
that
the
racing.
Moondog Spot. Look out, Spot down on the floor.
Let's just say that's one heavy-duty podium.
Well, he's taking it to him with Moondog Spot's kind of match, Dave.
How many years that podium's been slid across and banged against, and people throwing their opponents on top
Jeff
of it.
Jarrett with a cover. He got a count of about one.
Flying on top of it.
The Moondog rammed into the turnbuckles. Jeff Jarrett. Boy, you're right. He has taken the fight to the Moondog this time, not letting the Moondog in control of the match at all.
What we said a little bit earlier about his return match that he had. Uh-oh, there he goes out on the floor. He's not afraid to get down and scramble with him in any kind of circumstances on it. This is just a tough young man. He's sick and tired of people making comments about him being protected and all. I'll tell you, two things. He's an athlete, and brother, he is a man. He is ready to go at it. Right now, he's laying down on the floor with a prospect of losing not only the Mid-America title, but the things that go with it, including that big defense out in Las Vegas in June.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. That damn podium out there.
Moondog Spot snapped his neck using that top rope.
The crowd certainly in behind Jeff Jarrett.
Moondog up on the middle rope. Bruno says, come on off of there. Jeff saw him coming, waited till the appropriate moment and just moved out of the way. Jeff Jarrett using a right fist. He's being warned about it by the referee. That was a knee lift to the chest. Moondog got him pretty good one there. Moondog throwing Jeff out of the ring again. Jeff down on the floor. Look out. Moondog picking up that folding metal chair. Bruno, meanwhile, as the referee over here in the corner. Now the Moondog back up in the ring. Referee is back up in the ring.
Watch Bruno.
Oh, Bruno was going to kick him in the back, but the referee turned about that time, and Bruno thought better of it.
Jeff Jarrett in a war with the Moondog Spot with the Mid-America title against the Moondog and Bruno.
Oh, such a light hit that Jeff
leaving for 1 year. Braden Lick, center of the ring.
Look at these guys battle here. Wow, hit the mat hard. The Moondog counts 1, 2, but that's it, only a 2 count. Moondog Spots head into the turnbuckle. Now whipped across the ring. Jeff Jarrett, great drop kick, puts him down hard on the mat again. And he covers. Bruno's in the ring. Bruno's in the ring, and Jeff going after him.
Hey, now, you just qualifying while ago. Last Monday.
They got the Moondog with the bone. Jeff dumps him over the back.
Referee Jerry Calhoun grabs the bone. Moondog rushes over, drops a knee right in the lower back of Jeff Jarrett. The referee down on the deck.
Oh.
One big swing with that bone, and Jarrett's down. He pitches it off to Bruno. Jeff Jarrett very close to losing that title, and he did. He didn't lose it legally, but the referee, who was down on the floor, didn't see Moondog's spot, hit him with the bone. We all saw it, and it ends up
I think there was a match with
the Moondog having his hand raised.
Jay White with somebody.
We don't have it here.
Juice Robinson hit Jay's opponent with Bullet Horns. And right there, you just 1, 2, 3, that's
Jeff
it.
Jarrett still in
Jay
the
White just
ring
had to
as
pick the guy up
downtown
and
Bruno
give him this finisher. So
over trying
okay,
to get the belt. Hey, you know that victory in there was a sham. You ended up in there using a ball.
You know what? We want that belt. We don't have to leave time. We want a match. And here it is now. Here's our belt. It's our belt. We got it. We got it. Yeah.
Whoa, Jeff! Coming out the Moondog spot. Jeff's got a hold of the belt, and the referee trying to tell him he lost the match. Of course, the referee didn't see all that we saw.
That's our belt. We wanted to give it to us. There was a stipulation. Where's Randy Hills at? He'll straighten his tie. Where's that Randy Hills at? That's our belt. That was a stipulation. Here he comes. Just go around.
Hey. Randy, who represents promoter Eddie Marlin, is out talking to Jeff, and an opportunity for Moondog to jump him. He grabs the belt. Jeff goes hightailing it right after him. And out of the area they go, but they had the opportunity when they were distracted to nail Jeff and take that belt away.
Use the bone.
It was not right. Certainly use the bone in there.
Exactly right.
There is no way with a referee down there on the floor, he couldn't see it. We could see it.
And Lance, you know, in any title defense, you get a return match. Let Randy Hales get out here. I want my return match right now. We got plenty of time. Look at the clock, Lance.
No, that's not the question.
No.
What you really ought to do is think it over. Jeff.
Let's go, Randy. A return match right now.
Jeff, listen to me. This is the problem when you get hot-headed. You agreed to the match. It was a verbal contract. It wasn't a written contract.
Okay, so what if I agree to it? I want my return match now.
In a verbal contract, Jeff, that does not say that.
He's telling you there isn't a
Jeff, you don't
return.
understand what I'm saying.
You go back there and get a return match, Randy.
I can't get you a return match.
Well, you go get a return match, Randy.
Well, for those of you who just, you know, they steal the belt away from Jeff Jarrett, and then he wants, and of course I think he ought to wait on it, but he wants to have an immediate return match in there.
It's fun too, but
It's not all
build
that
out quite
easy
yet.
when you jump into things, and it's just like Randy was saying that you get a little too quick when you get hot-headed sometimes. Here comes Bruno sneaking out behind Randy Hales. And
Lance, I tell you what he's saying. I went back and I asked him for a return match.
Guess what? You can have a return match. Well, wait. Not right now. Let your friend here tell you what's going on. It ain't going to be today.
Jeff, listen to me. The only way that they're going to give you a title match is for you to put up your hair.
I want my title match. I said I don't care any kind of title match. Hair match, cage match,
I said he wants you to put up your hair.
That's fine, Randy. You don't get my point. I want a return match. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Randy. I want to return match.
See, you're hot again, Jeff. You're not thinking, and you. Hey, listen, you can lose your hair. Does that ever dawn on you? You can lose your hair.
I want my return match.
Jeff, he said there's no way that he'd let you have the title match today, but the next time you have a title match, the only way is for your hair to be straight. Now think about it before you agree with it.
I'll sign it.
Yes.
Sign it.
You are not paying attention because you think you can't lose and you can't lose your hair. I got to remind you this. Jerry Lawler thought exactly the same thing. I saw Jerry go through many a match without losing his hair, but it can happen. And knowing what's in this guy's mind, Jeff, you better think before you ever talk about a hair match. That's all I can ask you to do.
Lance, I'm going to sign it. I don't care. I want my belt back worse than anything in the world. I'll sign the hair match.
Well,
and see, with the Mid-American
Lance, we tried to tell him.
Championship,
that's all I can do.
it's one of those, this is a time when
Just take it
this,
on out of
this
here.
territory had a ton of belts.
Well,
The Southern title,
I guess not to preach
title,
anymore, but that's what we've said about youth and being a little hot-headed. We're in a Sam Hill, are we? Oh, I guess we got to go to a break, and we'll take time out, and we'll be back in just a moment.
With this one, you could have had this title change hands on basically be used as an angle for the bigger show in the Memphis.
We're going to be about ready to go in the ring here in just one moment. Boy, I got to tell you what, we got the King and the Superstar coming up in a match against Stretcher Jack Hart and Golden Boy Chick Donovan.
You know,
yes, I know.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Everybody knows that I was away last week to have the plastic surgery done in New York. It went very well.
And there's a very young
that is really the subject of today's speech, Lance, is that this place has really become nothing but a circus, man. I mean, get a tent over this joint. You know, every time somebody comes out here to talk, you got guys running out and hitting people. I had to get plastic surgery, and we all know that why, because Lawler threw fire in my face, and we know it was Lawler. You know, and people are getting, last week Lawler comes out in a dress. I mean, everybody's getting beat up, and, you know, it's ridiculous. I want to come out here today and conduct myself like a gentleman, which I am. I want to conduct myself as a businessman. I want to just make a legitimate business offer to a man who has been here and has gone and has come back again. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get in a fight. I'm not an athlete. I'm just a manager. I'm a businessman. And I just want to speak to this guy and just make him an offer. And if he doesn't like it, just go away and we'll have the match. And that's it. I have no beef with this man. I hope he has no beef with me. The man that I'm talking about.
Who are you talking?
And if you'd come out right now, I'd like Bill, the superstar himself, Dundee, to come out. I just have an offer to make you. No violence, no punching, nothing like that. Just come out, Bill. I just want to talk to you for a moment, and if you don't want to talk to me afterwards, just go back, and we go on with our business. Okay, here it comes.
Here comes Billy. Well, at least one thing, I'll say you're out here by yourself without a bunch of goons to jump somebody.
That's right. Bill?
Hey, Paulie, before we get started, I was standing back there listening to the mic. You said you are a liar. You said you had plastic surgery. And if you did, my friend, the only place I think you had it was on your behind.
Okay, look. I am not here to trade barbs with you. Whoa. Just wait.
Okay. He said no trouble. Let's not have any, please.
Austin and Tommy are not here, okay? I got nobody behind me. I'm here by myself, okay? I'm here to show you the respect that you deserve. You are indeed a superstar, and that is why I called you out today, because you are the superstar, and Jerry Lawler is supposedly the king, okay? And you hate Lawler as much as Austin and Tommy and myself do. You see, the thing is, Bill, and I may call you Bill, I hope. The thing is that every time after the match that Austin and Tommy and I are sitting in the dressing room, we say, you know, we don't want to mess with Bill Dundee. Not only is he a tough son of a gun, but we seem to like you for some reason, Bill. Tommy and you were tag team partners for years. You see, we like you, and Lawler doesn't. Lawler hates you as much as you hate Lawler, okay? And I know that with the right incentive, you could come over here and join me, Tommy, and Austin. So I tell you what, business proposition here, okay?
Here it comes.
Proposition. Join us, man. You know what this is? Unlimited credit. I tell you what you can do. If you just cross on over, join me, Tommy and Austin, okay? Join us.
All you got to do, take this, go wherever you want to go. Go to the shopping stores, go buy yourself a car. Unlimited credit. It's yours, Bill. It's yours. For 30 days, you can do whatever you want. It's all yours.
You can't hardly have Carl. No, and I got one too. So you're telling me for a month I can take this, spend it anywhere I like?
Buy a car, buy a house, buy anything you want. Good. Bill? Uh-oh. I respect that, too. I respect that. I know you don't want to be touched. I'm your manager now. Welcome. What do you mean I'm not?
I don't need you as a manager or anybody else. And how I feel about law is my business, but we're one hell of a tag team, Jack. And that's how I ain't giving you nothing. But he give me this credit card.
Take it, use it. He said, take it, use it for a month, any way you want to.
Reverend, you give me the card. There's a million people watching this, and you give me this credit card, and I am keeping the credit card.
Kind of stuff in his purchase bill. I don't know if you really want that
For you and nobody else.
I gave Austin a credit card.
Oh, the king! Oh, I think we're getting a little interest on the credit card, Dave. Oh, hey, come on, fellas. It's a family show, please. Paul Dangerly. I'm sorry. Paul not only lost his credit card, he lost what he carries the credit card in, his pants.
You give it back my pants.
Oh.
I don't know what that was, but
Hey, don't get
it's pretty
around
freaking
me.
funny.
We ended up with one solitary shoe left.
This is reason I don't bash people like Mons Cassie.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you.
This is kind of stuff that grew up
yeah.
with me. That was
Something,
kind of,
There are just
I don't wanna
times
say
when you
golden,
gotta
but, it was pretty funny.
Smart businessman, hands credit card.
Yeah. Bill says, hey, you
Or
just
any
gave
of
me
the
the
funny
credit
stuff
card
that
for
DX
3
used to
days.
do,
I heard it.
any kind of comedy
Here
stuff,
comes
our
Chick
true
Donovan,
stuff.
Jack Hart,
That's
Davey.
hilarious.
And they are here without Paulie Dangerly. Across the way, it is the superstar from Australia,
Jack
Bill
Hart,
Dundee.
who was,
And from Memphis,
probably had,
Tennessee, the King,
known
Jerry
better by the name of
Lawler.
Barry Horowitz.
We've got a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match right here,
Chick
right
Donovan,
now.
he made a few rounds in
Stretcher
Memphis.
Jack Hart, the golden boy,
think
Chick Donovan, who is the
large
international
part,
heavyweight champion.
especially after
Peeling
this.
it off,
He spent in
and
Georgia.
it'll be the stretcher and
did,
superstar Bill Dundee
also
starting
didn't
out.
have some work for
Couple of
WCW and
very,
WWE.
very rugged and
like I said, that's
experienced
Barry
tag
Horowitz right
teams
there.
here. Stretcher Jack Hart. Whoa, found himself flying through the air as the superstar reversed him. Bill Dundee to the corner. Tag on his partner, the King, Jerry Lawler. Right hand. Crowd says use it. He does. Now, Paulie Dangerly with a towel wrapped around him over here.
This is just what I was talking about. This is why this place is striking.
Paul Dangerly, what you see right there. Got his foul, picked up his one remaining shoe as he got stripped of his pants by Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee after he'd given Dundee.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm only going to tell you once. I am going to leave here now. I'm going to call Austin and Tommy. And when they hear about this, these two guys are dead. I swore I'd have Lawler's hair, and I got it. Now he's a dead man. He is playing a game that nobody's ever played before. I have never been humiliated like that. I am going to have his head. I'm going to kill this guy. And Dundee, you mess with me, and you mess with the wrong
I think
guy.
this
You want to
kind
live
of stuff
dangerously,
the
you're going to pay the price.
between Dundee, Lawler against
Would you say he's
Rich
bad?
Nelson
Just a bit
here.
upset, yes.
Yes. Wow, that's Paul Dangerly. He's not going to do anything. He may end up getting Idle and Rich to take up his cause, but I'm not sure of that. Superstar with a
think it
tag
was,
going to Jack Hart.
Chick Donovan,
It's Billy in there against the
at
stretcher.
discount Dundee front two.
Boy, Billy really popping him. Look at that. Stretcher Jack. Not having any luck at all against Dundee there. He takes a wild haymaker swing from about 6 feet away. Dundee says, You missed me.
Is that what he said?
I'm not sure that's all he said.
Well, that's Paul Dangerly, who is screaming up there to Hart, and Donovan looking to Hart. What? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Watching from the corner, just say, hey, just watch him go by. Hart stops, and Lawler and Dundee wave as if to say, you're doing good. Just keep on going. We're enjoying this. Made Hart look bad.
Didn't make Dangerly look so bad. Oh, boy, I can't get over it. He's out there with a towel wrapped around him. He has no pants anymore. Uh-oh. Hart rakes Billy right across the aisle.
I'm going to tell you this, man. The reason that nobody's ever to run Lawler out of here is because all these managers in the past have been either whoops or weasels or fat old retired wrestlers who have nothing better to do than give bad advice. Jimmy Hart could never run Lawler out of here. Lawler ran him out. Cornette could not run Lawler out of here. Lawler ran him out. J.D. Costello, Lawler ran him out. Nobody's been man enough to do it. And see, I'm no wimp. And I'm no weasel. And I'm certainly not a fat old retired wrestler who has nothing better to do than give bad advice. I'm dangerous, and I'm going to see this man destroyed.
Well, it should give you a clue.
He got it.
He beat it. Chick Donovan, while Dangerly was over here running his mouth off, Chick gets pinned, and the victory will be going to one of the great tag teams that were ever around. They are back together for this day, Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee.
3 minutes, 33 seconds. Lawler and Dundee looking mighty good against rugged competition. Dundee gets the sunset, holds Golden Boy Chick Donovan down for the 3 count, and Lawler and Dundee do get the 3 minute, 33 second victory.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe Dangerly doesn't know what he's messing with, and he messes with these two guys. We'll take time out. We'll be back.
Austin and Lawler, where they had a whole cage surrounding the ring. Like, it was on the floor surrounding the ring.
Hey, we're going to be back in the ring here in just a moment. Son of a gun, I like that Wednesday night action in there. You know that final event is going to be a Mid-America title match with Jeff Jarrett's hair at stake when Moondog Spot goes against Jeff. It'll be Jeff's first great hair trial. And another match that's going to be interesting to see is going to be a 6-man tag when Billy Travis, Mark Starr, and Big Bubba will be going against Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, and Downtown Bruno. Billy?
Well, Lance, we've already talked about it. Mark Starr's going to take care of Pat Tanaka. Billy Travis is going to take care of Paul Diamond.
All right.
And we're going to save Downtown Bruno for Big Bubba. Now, guys, you better be ready in Evansville, because this is going to be your last time, because we're going to tear you up.
I am looking forward to seeing that kind of action. And another championship match that's going to be in there. Bill Dundee. Well, it didn't take him long to get back into the big-time title picture. International heavyweight champion defending against Stretcher Jack Hart.
I never ever thought I would have it. Lance just wouldn't put no belts on the line. But then the Golden Boy Chick Donovan, I guess he figured he was going to make a reputation by defending this against the superstar in the superstar's hometown in Nashville, Tennessee. You did that wrong, boy, because ain't nobody going to Nashville and embarrass me, and you didn't do it. So now, little Paulie Dangerous, he's running around there. He says, what happened to my credit card? I spent money on it, boy. Now, you ain't got enough money on that credit card to buy this back, so you got to go and you got to sign Stretcher Jack Hart to come and wrestle the superstar in Evansville, Indiana. Well, that's just like a second home to me, Daddy. It's 140 miles from Nashville, and I'm going to get my little Bronco, too, and I'm going to drive down there, brother, and I'm going to have this belt in the front seat when I get there, and I'm going to have it around my waist when I walk to the ring, and I'm going to have it around my waist when I walk back from the ring, and that means Stretcher Jack Hart, you're going to get a whooping, boy, and you're going to get a whooping off the superstar. And that's a promise from me to you. And I just want to wish Jeff Jarrett all the luck in the world, because that spot the Moondog's been a law around a long time, Jeff, and your hair's a big thing to you. I know it is, brother. The pressure's on you, Jeff, so just wait till he makes a mistake, and you can win, boy.
Here's a quick little recap scenes of the Big Bubba situation.
Next time you're in that ring, I want you to be mean. I want you to be nasty. I want you to be rotten. I want you to get in that ring, and I want you to show me something. I want you to show me why I brought you to Downtown Connection, and that's it. Bruno, I'll be any of you two.
Privately instead
Why
of
should I? I'm not trying to do this privately. I'm trying to humiliate these two guys. I'm trying to show them that they're going to be with Downtown Bruno and Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka and Moondog Spot. That these two guys better be winners like the rest of us. You understand that? You two guys got to be winners or you're fired. Because I will fire you, I'll fire you, and I'll far are you? Look, they're getting bad. Look at that big, mighty leg across his throat. This team is getting fired up again. They're getting high and tired.
What are these guys doing out here? Yeah, great.
They want to, right?
They got his eyes.
Hey, come on. Jerry.
They're going to kill somebody with this.
Oh, he got your man.
That's Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka outside the ring. They form another underrated tag team,
the
man.
wrong guy. Disqualification, though, has occurred, and Bruno.
This is the Memphis AWA version.
And his downtown connection.
Seems like a lot of
Bubba.
people at this time was checking out that tag
Bubba
team.
says, we had it won. What are you doing? We were in control. I gotta take their... Yeah, he's right.
And Georgia with John Michaels, Steve Lawler, and
when out comes Tanaka and Diamond, they were trying to use the chair to get to Travis and Starr, but Big Bubba's telling downtown Bruno, your pride and joy comes out and causes us to lose on a disqualification. Oh, little storm. Trouble in River City. Well, we had the unveiling of Paul Dangerly today on Championship Wrestling. We may not have that next week, but we will have lots of action coming up. For Dave Brown, this is Lance Russell saying thanks for being with us, and until we see you next week, bye-bye, everybody. The announcers on this program.
all right.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along.
Another exciting episode of CWA Championship Wrestling with Lance Russell, Dave Brown. Got to see the team of Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler, and that's basically their history. They would team up for a little bit, then start feuding with each other, or feuded team. Bill Dundee will leave because he'll lose a loser league town match. Comes back, teams. Repeat, rinse, repeat. That's about it. Unfortunately, didn't get to see Bad Company actually wrestling in this particular show, because they were just getting started. As far as Pat Tanaka has been doing it a few years at this point. So has Paul Diamond. Pat Tanaka, worked for Crocus a little bit, and kind of an enhancement guy and stuff like that. Came to Memphis, started a team with Jeff Jarrett. I think he got injured or something like that. Then Jeff Jarrett, started a team with Billy Travis. Tanaka was like, hey, my partner dumped me, whatever. That caused, Tanaka to turn against Jarrett, of course. Then there was I think we watched it last time, I think. I guess Billy Travis was on the losing end of a loser league town match and put a mask on, called himself BT Express. Everybody knew it was Billy Travis. Paul Diamond turned against them because there was a bounty up, unmasked Billy Travis, and collected the bounty. But that's how, Bad Company was formed, and they went on to the AWA, defeated the Midnight Rockers, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty for the AWA tag team straps. Held those for quite a bit, quite a spell, but they were actually really good. Then let's see, Pat Tanaka goes to the WWF, forms Orient Express with Soto, I think his name was. Then Soto goes back to Japan. Pat Tanaka needs a partner. They call it Paul Diamond. Here, we'll put a mask on you, call you Kato. Interesting enough, Paul Diamond, he got his start in Texas All-Star Wrestling, teaming with Shawn Michaels. Called himself the American Force. I think there was a third member maybe DJ Peterson or something like that was the other member of that team. Can't remember right now because we didn't get a whole lot of Texas All Star, but what little did get, I might have to show some Texas All Star. Speaking of which, speaking of the weekly watch alongs for Wrestling Gold Saturday night next week, I think I'm just going to do the share a link. Then you can, if you're on a computer, desktop, split the screen so that way you can see me if you want to and hear what I'm saying, and keep watching this, then watch the match or watch the show on the other screen. Duplicate the site, whatever, and or have a new window, split them up, and that way you can watch them both. Or you can watch me on your phone, then watch the program or the wrestling show on the tablet at the same time. Hopefully, I didn't confuse anybody because I think I just confused myself. I know what I'm saying, but I just don't know the terms. But anyway, next week we're gonna try some work. We're gonna do that and watch some World Class next week. Don't know what show, what year, whatever. Kind of just popped in my head today. So I'm gonna try to find some World Class, and next week on the watch along, we're gonna watch some World Class and share some memories of World Class. Next week, I'll probably do 85, 86 or something like that. Where'd my bottle go? Need my bottle. So yeah, that's gonna be next week for the watch along. But yeah, Memphis was great, especially during this time. I mean, to me, it was like I said. Even when I watch AEW stuff like that, and I see the crazy spot or the ha ha stuff, the funny stuff. If it's funny, entertaining, that's the reason I kind of chuckle at the whole bromance that was going on last year with Adam Cole and MJF. That stuff was just funny to me because guess what? I thought when people like Memphis and other territories will do a little bit of ha ha stuff, I thought it was entertaining. Sometimes you gotta have that. Uh, like what WWE does with Ron Killings, R-Truth, uh, Santino for a while. The DX stuff was hilarious. Uh, some of the John Cena stuff was kind of funny, even though it's PG and all that. But was still not a big John Cena fan. I don't know, something about I don't know. I just didn't like that gimmick. I guess I kind of didn't like John Cena forever. Before hating John Cena was cool, or disliking John Cena was cool. I was disliking him way before that. But anyway, so Memphis, like I said, had a bunch of funny stuff. And that was your main event stars right there. Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee doing this kind of ha-ha angle right there on studio TV. Yeah, I know you think Cena's the man. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but trying to hold in everything. Um, what else do we see here? I say, seeing a very young Jeff Jarrett. I think he was right, pretty much a year as a full-time wrestler at this point. Still ain't filled out all the way. He, as you've seen, he would get bigger. Still on the skinny side, but starting to kind of see he was starting to build up a little bit. Jack Hart, of course, like I said, Barry Horowitz. I'm not going to try to find it now, but there's like a round table with some of the guys who worked who was primarily WWF. Can't remember his name, but it had him, Barry Horowitz, and George South doing a kind of round table and stuff like that. Good stuff. I did watch a small. I forgot who. Found another shoot interview with Barry Horowitz. Pretty good. Pretty informative. Um, pretty much said, hey, I like to wrestle. I like the business, uh, and it pays. Oh yeah, Memphis with this. Brawl. Comedy stuff, serious stuff, brawl. Like I said, first match ended up in a brawl. Uh, what was that one? One that pops in my head all the time is when I think it was Don Bass, Dirty Rhodes, and I think it was Phil Hickerson and Dundee, Lawler, Rich. I think somebody else. Might have been Dundee. Might have been Ricky Jeff Jarrett. They had a big brawl like throughout the show. They kept beating each other throughout the show. And they did color, everything. Uh, that's one of the wildest ones I remember on top of my head. Uh, hmm. Yeah, there's that infamous one where one week I think Lawler was beating up some enhancement talent. Uh, Chris Champion kind of came in and said, "Hey, quit doing that. He's just a kid." Blah blah blah. Just pin him, get it over with. I think he might throw in a towel or something like that. Anyway, they kind of brawled and Lawler DDT'd him and I think pile drive on the floor. The next week, uh, Champion came back, had a neck brace on, said, "Look, I can't take any blows to the head. I'm going to be out of action for a while. Any blow to my head, I could end up paralyzed or worse." That's when Lawler came out and said, "Oh, you can't take any, blows to the head. I'm surprised you got any." This was heel Lawler, so it's good stuff as far as mic wise. Uh, oh yeah, but then it wound up being a ruse, and I think it was a ruse or just he was disabled to fight back champion, but he held his own and kind of got a little even with Lawler. Yes, Lawler getting hit by a car. That's a class. I should went try to find that one, but didn't think of it. Um, it was kind of last minute. Not real last minute, but well, last minute when I was kind of setting things up for last night. Uh, I just whenever I announced it, I think it was like, yeah, Memphis 87. I just wing it. But yeah, basically Jerry Lawler, Eddie Gilbert, one of the best feuds that year. That's the one. I definitely made sure I watched Memphis. Made sure I stayed awake. Uh, Make sure I drink the coke and everything. Make sure I stayed awake. That way I can watch Memphis that hour because the Lawler Gilbert feud that year was off the hook. And yeah, they had a little fight or was about to have a little fight. Gilbert was shoving people around. Gilbert goes, Eddie Marlin, kind of kicks him out. Uh, Gilbert and Marlin kept, arguing, and finally Gilbert pushed Marlin, kicked him a couple times. Lawler came out, kind of uh, chased him off a little bit. I think Doug was already in the car, so Gilbert got in the car, and as Lawler was checking on Marlin, here comes the car flying through the driveway and runs Jerry Lawler over. Never, I never seen an angle like that. I don't know if an angle like that happened before. I know it's happened. I think a few independent companies. I know WWE has done it a couple times. Austin, uh, Steve Austin. Uh, I did it for The Rock. Um, yeah, that one. But and supposedly that was actually Brian Lee's car, and it was Lawler's idea. He said, "Hey, I used to kind of do this in school. It's kind of this a little stunt because whatever." Kid, like I said, uh, good thing we didn't have first of all cell phones and cell phones with camera or smartphones back when I was a kid. Oh boy, we'd be in trouble every day. But yeah, Memphis has some up and coming stars. You didn't see too many on this one. Like I say, you seen kind of the vignette with Big Bubba. Like I said, wound up becoming Tugboat and Typhoon and the legendary Shockmaster. Uh, that poor guy. And that's the bad thing about it. Guy was pretty decent for a guy his size. He was able to move and everything else. And then unfortunately, that one little thing, that one little piece of wood, he just had a trip over and uh, had the had that goofy storm painted, bedazzled stormtrooper mask. Yeah, it looked like a bedazzled stormtrooper, all the glitter and stuff. But let's see, trying, and of course, 87 here. I should. Only reason I picked this one because it was on June 6th. Today's June 7th, so trying to correlate a little bit with time. Day off. Oh well. But this is the year that had that big feud with basically Lawler with whoever he can tag with that week against Tommy Rich and Austin Idol. I think it was the last big thing Tommy Rich done. Uh, that was actually a really big deal. Uh, York Foundation, him going back to WCW, York Foundation, whatever. Uh, but uh, but yeah, like I said, I think this is the last big thing Tommy Rich done. They posted him, uh, made him half a man. Is what Tommy Rich kept saying, and Austin Idol. Then I just described the infamous cage match where you know Lawler had to get his head shaved. Nobody's ever shaved his head before. They were able to do it, and I think it kind of the Big Don. No, that was just sad to watch. Me personally, seeing Tommy Rich being being a full blooded Italian, being called the Big Don, that was just kind of sad. I kind of, I'm sure he made a good chunk of change from that, but to me, it's just kind of sad to see him at that point. Uh, I'm pretty sure I think he said he kind of loved it. He didn't really, he just had to take maybe a couple bumps every night or every ECW show, and and of course he would probably get color most of the time. And he got to hang out with Tracy Smothers. I guess he was became friends with Lil Guido and all of them, but I don't know, just kind of. I want to say that was a big thing for Tommy Rich to do, or a big deal. It was just kind of sad to watch. It was actually I did come across a match. Uh, in ECW had Tommy Rich and Ricky Morton going against the Gangstas in ECW. Uh, I think I always heard about it, but never did really see it. But that was kind of interesting. I didn't watch the whole thing, um, but like I said, it was kind of weird to see Ricky Morton and Tommy Rich in an ECW type ring, and of course Ricky Morton has history with the Gangstas because him and Robert feud with them in Smoky Mountain. So, Robert Gibson probably just looked at ECW and went, fuck that shit. You go ahead, Ricky. I'll be right here. Nope. I ain't letting nobody jump off no ledge and land on me through a table and all that shit. If they did that, or, hit me over the head with a chair and trash cans and everything else. I guess that's when Ricky called Tommy. Alright, we're gonna get fired up. Then he became the Big Don after that. Bad. I think, yeah, because I do remember there's a match between him and Terry Funk too in ECW. This regular Tommy Wildfire Rich, wrestling Terry Funk. And basically was a glorified enhancement talent guy. Let's see. But yes, like I said, next week we're gonna try the splitting of the windows and everything. That way you can see me and see the show and hear me talk about it, or the wrestling, or the classic wrestling show. Gonna see what I can find in world class. So we're gonna do a watch along with that next week. Let's see. Let's plug this other stuff I got going on. Of course, every Tuesday I do a little trivia show. It's called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. Like I said, usually it gets put on Tuesday. Watch it, share it, play with friends, test your wrestling knowledge. See, and every question goes from, I go 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. One question from each of those decades. It kind of just mixed up a little bit. So yeah, check out Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Like I said, that's every Tuesday. I also have a weekly Raw recap show. Like I said, try to get those out on Tuesdays, if not Wednesdays. Usually just recap, highlight the matches and all that good stuff. Give my 2 cents about the Raw show on that particular week. I also do a semi-weekly AEW Dynamite recap show as well. I usually try to get that on Thursdays. Of course, I ain't put it up yet. Haven't recorded it yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Then, of course, speaking of Thursday, every Thursday, I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream with me, Ronald Ray, where we kind of talk about current WWE, AEW. Yes, I know I need to start watching some more TNA, some NXT, and kind of get the rundown on everything. Talk about the current product, the news coming up. Usually, if there's a premium live event from the WWE or a pay-per-view from AEW, I give my predictions, then do recap shows of those, or just do quick recaps of those during a live show. So discuss it with you folks and see what y'all think. And of course, if the current product is not your thing, I have Wrestling Gold Friday night every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. And like I said, we go through this date in wrestling history, and we do a watch along. Like I said, probably going to do some world class. What the hell? And sorry, phone just buzzed. Hey, phone, trying to be a star here. But yeah, so that's Wrestling Gold every Friday night. Hope you guys tune in for that. That's another live stream, of course. Here we are doing it. other than that, that's all I have this week for Wrestling Gold Friday night. Appreciate everybody who tuned in live and participated in the chat. Also appreciate all the people who watch the replay. Hope you folks enjoyed. Until next week, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with a friend and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the Peach State of Georgia.